Hello, my name is Monica and I'm one of the therapists that works at Worcestershire Children's Speech and Language Therapy Service. Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. We thought we'd get in touch with you and talk to you about a resource that we've been making to help children communicate their emotions, talk to their parents about their feelings, about their current time. We know it's very, very difficult for everybody in the world at the moment, but in particular for children who find it really, really hard to communicate how they feel, to be able to open up and organise their thoughts and understand really how they feel and what they can do practically to help them with their emotions and their understanding of the situation. So one of the things that we've made is something that we think is going to be really, really good to help that child share how they feel, to gain a little bit of perspective about that feeling, but also help them in a really, really practical way to think of a plan, something that they can do, something they can have control over to help them feel a little bit better. So emotions, we know, are really, really abstract things, aren't they? And they're very, very difficult to describe and to talk about. And I think one of the things we wanted to do with this resource is to help those children and adults think about what it is about the situation in particular that's worrying them, because you could just say it's the whole coronavirus thing, but actually there's lots of different things that are, really, really causing quite a lot of stress. And some people feel more stressed about things than others, and some people not so much. It's really important to be able to rate those emotions, to understand, really in the grand scheme of things, how big a problem is this, and, that it's okay to be worried about things, because guess what? Everybody's worried about things at the moment. That's quite okay. It's okay to feel worried at the moment. But really importantly, it's really important to come up with a plan for those emotions and what they can do to actually manage those things and feel that they can regulate those emotions for themselves. So here it is. This is our problem planner that we've made. Now, it's very colourful because we like colour, and I think the children we work with like colour as well. So what we've got on the left-hand side is some ideas of some things that we think children and adults are going to be struggling with at the moment. The whole world is in a bit of disarray, and there are lots and lots of different things that we're all going through at the moment, about food shortages, about the virus itself, about loved ones, about isolation. All of these things are causing concerns. So we've got one that's filled in already, but we're also going to put a blank one in as well, so that you can talk to your child about the problems or the things that are worrying them, and it could be something that you hadn't even considered, and they can put it in there for themselves, so you can fill it in directly yourselves. And we're going to have the link below this video so that you can go and find those yourselves and print them off at home. So we've got a few things on here, some of the sort of concerns that some of the kids have been talking to us about, things like not seeing their friends regularly, worrying about big things in the world, about the virus itself. All those kind of problems are on the right-hand side, or on the left-hand, the right-hand side. Along the top, we've got a colour-coded rating system. And we start off with dark green, which says, I feel really positive about this. This is a really good thing. And it could be that your child is really positive that school is not in at the moment. That could be a really positive thing for them. Perhaps not for some of the parents that are looking after their children at home at the moment. But equally, there are children at home who are worried about not being in school, and they could be feeling a little bit like this as well. So we start at green, dark green, we go to, I feel okay about it. Then we go to blue, and that's where we feel a bit uncomfortable, a bit worried, a bit sort of discombobulated is a great word, isn't it? But that's a word that I would use perhaps. Then we've got feeling a little bit more anxious, a little bit more scared maybe about what's going on. And then red is where it's an overwhelming thought. We can't move from it. We can't stop thinking about it. It's something that's really bothering us and stopping us from being able to be healthy and live our lives as we should be. And then on the left-hand side, we've got space for you to put some solutions to those problems, some things that you can come up with your children, or as I said, we've got one that we've filled in already, some of the ideas that we've come up with as well. So one of the things that some of our kids are worried about are the fact that things have changed in the world. And that's right, everything has changed in the world, but it's changed for everybody. Everybody is feeling like this, not just you. So it's a really shared experience, isn't it? Everyone is feeling a little bit concerned and a bit worried about what's going on. And we have no control over it. But we have two worlds. We have the big world, where this virus is out there, where scientists and doctors, and every scientist and every doctor in the world is trying to find a solution for us. They're being our superheroes at the moment. And then we have our own little world. And our little world is the world in our house, isn't it? The world around us. the thing that we have control over. And I'd like to focus our children's attention to their little world, really, and get them to think about what it is that they can do, the practical things that they can do to help them stay safe, like washing their hands and social distance, and if they sneeze, catch it, bin it, kill it. But also thinking about what they can do about their routine every single day, how they can plan activities, what it is that actually helps them feel calm and learn a bit about themselves. Everyone gets to that calm space and that distracted space in a different way. For some people it's doing a puzzle, for some people it's reading a book, for some people it's jumping on a trampoline, for some people it's listening to music, having a bath, going outside, smelling the air, walking on barefoot in the grass, whatever it takes. Everyone has a different thing that helps them. And the really good thing about this activity is that it can be done with everybody in the family. It's not just for the children. I think the adults should do one as well. And I think everyone should keep one in the family and maybe refer back to it as time goes on. Because some of your children might find as time goes on that some of their worries that were around here may have actually gone down a little bit. They might be feeling a little bit more blue or a little bit more light green about some of these problems as time goes on, or not. And if they are going up, then we have to go back and revisit the plan and revisit what we have to do. Maybe we have to do more of something or less of something. Less watching the news and talking to people about things that we don't have any control over, and more doing the things that make us happy, maybe. So if you keep it open and keep it out there for children to look at, and for them to realise that you're doing it as well, because it's okay to be worried, because we're all a little bit worried at the moment. I think that normalises things a little bit for children, and I think a bit of normalisation is a good thing. So we're going to be making lots of things for you over the few weeks. We're going to be busy. But if you've got some ideas, if there's some things that you'd like us to do, if there's something you're really, really struggling with your child, if there's some schedules that you'd like or any kind of equipment that you think would be helpful, please let us know, because we learn everything from the parents that we work with. So if you contact us on our website or comment on our Facebook page or message us, however you get in contact with us, we'll always come back to you. And stay safe, everybody. Don't forget to wash your hands and do a bit of social distancing. But importantly, do fun things. Do things that are going to turn your brain off and make you feel happy for a little bit. Thanks.